When did a teacher intentionally ruin your life? I was 15 when my media arts teacher, Ms. Rodriguez, destroyed me and paralyzed me mentally for years. Ms. Rodriguez was this trendy teacher everyone adored, wore vintage band t-shirts, quoted famous directors, knew every student's name, the cool creative type. I was the theater kid who carried a camera everywhere. Film was my obsession. I wasn't part of the popular crowd, but I had vision. My phone was full of random shots and experimental videos I'd edit late at night. One day, Ms. Rodriguez announced this huge filmmaking competition. This counts for 40% of your semester grade, she said, adjusting her thick-rimmed glasses. And the winner gets a full scholarship to summer film camp at UCLA. My mom was working 3 jobs since the divorce, and dad had moved across the country. That scholarship could change everything for me. I spent months on my short film, a story about a girl dealing with her parents' separation through stop-motion animation. I borrowed my neighbor's camera, learned editing software on YouTube, even composed my own soundtrack on GarageBand. Weekends disappeared into my bedroom turned studio. The night before the deadline, I rendered the final cut at 4 a.m. My laptop was overheating, but I was so proud. Competition day arrived. We screened all the films in the auditorium for the whole school. My heart was pounding when my animation played on the big screen. Students actually gasped at some of the visuals. Ms. Rodriguez sat in the front row with her clipboard, barely glancing up during my film. I noticed her taking detailed notes during Brittany Chase's submission. Brittany was the student council president. Ms. Rodriguez always used as an example of natural leadership. When it was time for awards, the principal handed the envelope to Ms. Rodriguez. Third place went to a skateboarding documentary, second place to a comedy about cafeteria food, and first place goes to Brittany Chase for her inspiring documentary on school spirit. My chest felt hollow. I looked at Brittany's film summary in the program. Generic interviews with teachers and students, basic phone footage, probably edited in one weekend. She'd never shown interest in filmmaking before this assignment. Everyone applauded while I sat frozen. After the ceremony, I overheard Ms. Rodriguez talking to the guidance counselor. Brittany will represent our school beautifully at that film camp. She's exactly the type of student they're looking for. Confident, well-rounded, college-bound. I felt nauseous the rest of the day. Later that week, I was organizing equipment in the media room when Ms. Rodriguez found me alone. Your film was really creative, but Brittany, well, she just has that special quality colleges look for. You'll find your own path eventually. I couldn't even respond. That night at dinner, Mom asked about the competition results. I just shrugged and said I didn't win. Couldn't explain what really happened. I stopped volunteering for video projects, stopped carrying my camera, started sitting in the back during screenings. My passion project became a painful reminder. At parent conferences, Ms. Rodriguez told my mom I'd lost focus lately. Never mentioned the competition. Fast forward 6 years. I'm working at a coffee shop downtown when this woman walks in ordering her usual oat milk latte. It's Ms. Rodriguez, looking exactly the same but with more gray streaks. She didn't recognize me at all. While making her drink, I saw her laptop screen. A Facebook post about her star student getting into film school. Proud teacher moment? I asked casually. One of my favorites just got accepted to USC film program. She beamed. I always knew she had that special spark. I handed her the latte and said, you know, I was in your media arts class, the stop motion animation girl. Her smile faltered slightly, then forced brightness returned. Oh, wonderful to see former students pursuing their dreams. I'm actually working on my first fully funded feature film now, I said, despite everything. She looked puzzled. I leaned closer and said, I know you gave Brittany first place because she fit your idea of the perfect student. I heard you say it. The color left her face completely. That competition was years ago. I evaluated all submissions fairly. I remember every frame of my film, I said, and every word you said about why I wasn't good enough. I didn't elaborate further, just finished wiping down the counter and watched her leave, clutching her laptop a little tighter than before. The next day, my manager mentioned Ms. Rodriguez had called asking about my impressive work ethic and artistic vision. Too late for validation, Ms. Rodriguez. I hope Brittany has a fun time getting addicted to coca at USC.